June 23rd, 2026. Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I hope everybody's fantastic. We're going to talk about what's happening in the market. The Board of Realtors is up and running this morning. Yesterday, it was down 736 total active listings on the market. We have 10 coming soon. 79 new listings have been posted these past 7 days. 83 properties have had their prices changed. These are all reductions. We have 11 properties that have fallen out of escrow. That number is actually eking down a little bit. So we're not seeing as many properties cancel and get back onto the market. But that is an opportunity for buyers. You go up first time, don't get your offer accepted because it was substandard, or they chose somebody else because of maybe some kind of a different offering. And then that property, watch it, make sure your agent keeps their eye on it like a good agent should. And then if in fact this property starts to teeter, falls out of escrow, then you step in and you're the savior for the seller. 26 days, 26 properties have gone active under contract. 47 properties have gone pending. 42 closed, 6 expired, 12 canceled. 12 have been put on hold and 5 have withdrawn. What does that mean? Well, the Santa Clarita market is moving in the residential buy realm, but it's not moving as fast as it typically would this time of year. And that happens to be because of the particular economy that's existing, the war, and the interest rates. Nothing really seems to be changing on that front, except not great news, but a little bit worse news as far as buyers go and the interest rates and as they're being increased. Now, I will tell you, purchasing real estate, if interest rates are pricing you beyond your capability to buy a house, then that's it. You have to wait until they come down. You have to wait until there's some adjustment somewhere, borrowing money, getting a raise, getting another job, all of these sorts of things. If you really want to buy real estate, of course, that's the truth. But if you're still qualified and you're buying, make sure you're buying not because you're hoping interest rates are going to come down at some point in the future. Whatever you're buying, if it's going to be using a 30-year fixed loan, which is a very typical type of loan, you want to stick with it and understand that that interest might stay where it is. If you're using an adjustable rate mortgage, people seem to be selling a lot of those now. It's going to be dependent on future increases or decreases, depending on what index that adjustable rate's tied to. You need to get all that information. That's a very deep and complicated scenario, but you want to ask worst case scenarios, best case scenarios, and then try to maybe plant your shovel somewhere in between those. You sellers out there, it is very important to get that property priced correctly out of the chute. That future estimation of value at the 90-day realm is very, very a good indicator of where your value should be. So I wouldn't base it on today's value. I would look out 2 months, 2.5, 3 months, and see where that value happens to be, looking at the past trend. Whatever market you happen to be in, your agent should be able to work out those numbers, looking at how properties are trending over the last several months, and then plot that line and then map it out, and then be able to tell you, okay, 60 days, 90 days from now, this is potentially where that value is going to be. In some neighborhoods right now in Southern California, it might be increasing because that's the trend. In most neighborhoods right now, it's either flat or decreasing. So that's also the trend. So pricing that property correctly. And then finally, I know I talked to a seller this week. We're going to be coming on the market with a Castaic property sometime first couple weeks in July. That pre-market home inspection, game changer. It's really important. It's worth the $400 or $500 that a good inspector would charge to come out and run through your property with a fine-tooth comb and look at every aspect of it, and then prepare a list. And then as a seller, we'll go over which things that you should attend to and which things aren't necessary, but you have full disclosure there. I mean, there is no guessing at that point. It's lovely. And that doesn't mean that the buyer doesn't get their own home inspector. They need to get their own home inspector. But that home inspector that's coming is going to have that document, and they're going to know it's not, there's never a whose is bigger kind of scenario. It's always these people are just looking for the facts of the residents because they can be validated by other third parties. None of that is an opinion. It's all factual. And that's where this pre-sale home inspection is super valuable, and I do it for everybody. SellersOnlyAgent.com. I'm Connor with Honor. When you're ready, reach out. If you're a buyer out there, you can go to honortap.com. And if you're a buyer, I'm more than happy to make a referral for a awesome buyers only agent. And go to sellersonlyagent.com. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. And of course, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Be safe out there.